Oh shit. Oh shit. What is happening, chat ski duties? How are all of you? Welcome back to the Kill to Pork channel. We are playing Fall Guys today. It is our Therapy Thursday stream, which we try to do 6:30 p.m. Pacific time every Thursday live. So if you have any therapy questions or have any feelings and stuff you want to talk about, feel free to come on in and throw your whatever you're thinking about in the chat. We'll discuss it. I will be joined by my sister Asteria, who is a professional therapist, so she can kind of give you a little bit insight on what you might be feeling and stuff. She can't give you any actual diagnoses or technical like advice per se, but you know, it's all good mental health stuff. So if you know anything you want to discuss, we can bring it. It might make you feel better. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I recommend you, yes you YouTube, go to twitch.tv/kilted_pork, give us a follow, and then, you know, put it in your schedule. If you don't want to type all that in, there should be a link below the video. That'll take you directly to my Twitch page. All right, that being said, let's go over to Discord and bring in Asteria. Hello? Hello? I know she's in here. She muted.
Yeah, give me 1 sec.
No, we're live. What do you mean? Give you 1 second. Jesus. Damn kids. All right, well, she's in here, everybody. That being said, actually, I gotta change you guys back to this thing so I can invite her into the game. I don't want you guys seeing all my information, even though there's like not really anything to hide, but you know how it goes. Now, I should probably plug in my headset just because this thing's been on for hours. Hopefully it doesn't go through an update. Alright, let's get this thing started. We have new items available. Oh man, I gotta wash my hands. My hands are sticky. My blender bottle decided to go. Stupid. Okay. God, they moved everything around. I don't know where anything is anymore. This one. Aha. Invite. You're not even online.
There. I have it where it's at the start page.
There it is. Invite.
Yeah. Oh, dang, I didn't know it could go that quick.
Oh, my back is killing me. Ugh.
Okay, so hypothetically.
Mm-hmm.
Just hypothetically, if by chance there's a random person that leaves stuff at your door, would you decline it?
Do I know it's coming?
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, yes, I know it's coming. Well, let's put this. If somebody leaves, like, you know, a like 10 pounds of cocaine on my door.
Yeah.
Actually, I probably would accept that because I do have a testing kit.
You could sell it.
It depends on what it is. If I wouldn't get in trouble for taking it, then yes, I probably would. Unless it's like a doo-doo. Alright, now let's go back in here. Now that I can see... Oh my god, I got like notifications. Man, this stream is freaking just starting off with a bang, isn't it? And I can hear them in the background. Alright, let's close that. Come over here. God damn it! Oh my god, Fall Guys really likes to be a pain in the ass sometimes. There we go. Alright, we are in. Alright, check out the store real quick. I will be right back. Sorry, it's a slow start to the stream, everybody who's watching, but I do have to wash my hands. They're kind of sticky. They're icky sticky. I'll be right back. Keep them entertained. I don't have my headset on because
Okay.
it's on the wire.
Hello, it is still and it is still Therapy Thursday. Huzzah! Hello everyone. Been a while. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what would be the concept for today. I'm trying to see. Let me see if I can pull up the chat because, yeah, I think that would be good too, so that I could see what questions. Let's see. Okay. Now that I have the chat open, I am able to answer questions as they come up when he's away. But what was I gonna say? I want to just talk about the world of being a clinician at this time. And in all the worst ways. This particular week has been really hard, actually. It's very exhausting, and it's just.
Alright, I'm back.
But so, long story short, with what I want to say is, and this is my pet peeve as a clinician. If you ever like, what goes through the mind of a clinician, or you want to think about how your therapist thinks about, I'm gonna give you a little insight. It really, really, it makes a whole hell of a lot if you actually participate in your treatment. If you are just, if you're just freaking going there to like waste your time and waste your resources, I guess that is also on you. But damn, it is just discouraging on my end and for people in my field who experience this thing that's called emotional burnout. However, we're rejuvenated on seeing you thrive, right? And so, if you ever like therapists don't care, they're doing it for the money, I want to say it's because people are just showing up and they're not taking the situation seriously sometimes. So that's my 2 bits for tonight. Thank you for listening.
Alrighty. Alright, so we're starting up here. We're playing Hexathon, something like that. So it's like some weekly
What's
stuff.
Hexathon?
I'm not really sure what it is. How do you feel? Well, there's one question I know on the exam I got correct because there's one that I had fucking burned into my head and it was only 1 line long. So.
Okay.
Because I burned it into my skull last semester. I was like, what's the integral of natural log of x? I was like, oh, that's 1 over x plus c, assuming there's no parameter or limits.
Oh gosh, it's this one?
I'm not sure what it all is. I don't know if it's just this game or what. And we're not on a team. All right.
Oh, no. I'm doing awful already.
Oh my god, I fell all the way.
All the way?
Like all the way, like as far down as...
Oh my god.
Yeah, like that, what you just did. I'm above you. Hello. Penis. Oh, that was bad.
Oh god.
That was a bad penis.
That's how you know it's been a while since I've been here.
Oh my goodness me. Alright. I think the exam cooked my freaking head even more than it was already cooked. Time for the block off. You bitch. You piss. No! Hey, we qualified. Not really sure how that works, but alright. Okay. By the way, that picture, I put it on my my dating profile.
I love that for you. So you wanna start us off in chatting about your adventure?
Well, let's get the negative stuff out of the way.
Okay.
First off, As you know, that's my most favorite thing ever to go to, ever of all time, ever.
Right.
That is essentially my happy place.
Yeah.
Now, the bad part about it was that, as you may have known, class was not really over. I had finals this week, so I was going on vacation to do that right at a like very important part of the semester. So my thoughts process was, all right, this is going to be the time. If you get everything done, you can go out there, just de-stress, clear your head, and get ready for finals.
Yeah.
But I still had class I had to do, so I ended up missing one class.
Oh, fuck. Yay!
We survived. Or I survived. I don't know if you did.
I did.
Okay, so I went out there. And I had class on Thursday, so I was like, all right, I'll take my computer. I have math class on Thursday. So we got out there, we drove out there, and I set up in Lisa's room because, you know, my buddies weren't there. They weren't, you know, out there yet. So, set up in her room.
Are we okay to saying her name here?
It's fine. She doesn't have anything on here, and nobody knows. Nothing really involving her.
Okay.
So I set up in her room, and like it's like, well, first we grabbed like a little something to munch on because we didn't eat all day, and then I set up, and my class is at like 2:45 or some shit. Yeah, it's at 2:45, and so at 2 o'clock, I jumped on Discord and started talking to Eggy. You know, we just kind of started going over some of the homework that, like, needed to be done or whatever. I was like, oh, it's not too much. It's not too bad. And so then class started, went to class, and then the professor was like, oh, shit, next week's finals. We're like, yeah. He was like, I thought it wasn't until like a week after.
They even forgot.
Yeah, so that being said, he's like, there's a lot of stuff we still have to do. So I'm sitting there in Vegas in a hotel room ready for vacation. And he's like, here's a bunch of more homework. Like a lot. I was all caught up. I worked my ass off to be ahead of the game, get everything fucking done that I had to get done with it. Like, there's like a couple assignments that are really small. It didn't take me too long to have to do. Wasn't worried about it. And then, boom, all this. I was like, fuck. So, starting from 2 o'clock until I think 9:30 or 10 p.m., I was just on math homework and class. And I was like, this is my vacation. And I'm sitting here spending an entire, like, 8-hour day fucking just doing work. And, you know, as Lisa, she wanted to get dinner with her cousin, and she went and did some like other stuff, I don't know, just whatever. And then she like went out, and she even like got back, and like I'm just still sitting there working on that. And, like eventually I got to a point where the buddies showed up. They all went out to dinner while I was still doing homework. And then I eventually gave up when they finished. They're like, all right. So I met up with one of the other guys who had stayed back in the room because he wasn't feeling well. And I went over there, went into the room, and just, I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just keep doing homework. So I sat down and did more homework until they got back. So I'm just like freaking already just pissed off. Then the next day I woke up, did a little bit more homework, like an hour or so, while everybody else was still asleep. And then everybody woke up, then we started like, you know, chit-chatting, getting ready for the event. And then the event comes, we go to the event, do our thing. And man, there's a lot of stories from what happened. But the main downside to it was, you know, I want to go there and just forget about everything. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
And the whole time, like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, try to like listen to the music and dance and have fun. And then like every like 15 minutes, it's like, remember, you got all this homework you gotta do. I'm like, fuck, man. So the whole weekend, that's all it was. Every time I'm trying to like let go of it, it's just back. Like every, you know, fucking 15, 30 minutes. It's like, hey, don't forget about that. Don't forget about that. Don't forget about that. So it just, it never ended. So I couldn't enjoy it. I just felt like, you know, And like the whole time it's like, all right, well now I'm out here not having fun, and then me being out here is now compressing how much more work I might have to do when I get back, which is causing more stress. So it was basically counterproductive.
I hate that for you.
Yeah. So that was the main bad part about it.
Okay.
There were other
I'm so
things.
sorry. That sounds way too much.
Yeah. And so there were other things about the event that sucked, but they were like if I wasn't in the mood I was in, it probably wouldn't have bothered me. I could have got around it. So it was, I'm still blaming myself. So like there was like small things, just like this event, you know, it's supposed to be a certain way, but now there's like a certain crowd that's coming in. Hell, I'll say it, it's the fucking the what we call the Coachella crowd is fucking working their way over there. Yep. And those people are just fucking drug-filled assholes. That's all they are. They're not there for the
experience of what it is.
For what it is. It's like they're there to get high and listen to music, and like they're just like, as it used to be, you know, you're there, you're freaking meeting new people, you're like making friends and like experiencing something together. Now everyone's just like, fuck you, I'm with my own little clique, I don't want to talk to you. I mean, like there's still like the old school like ravers, like me and my buddies, and like they're still around, but it's just being overran by the Coachella assholes. So I had to deal with that. They're just rude, unfortunately.
Sorry, dude.
And then let's see what else. Yeah, there's another group of people. I don't want to say it because I want people to be like, "Oh, that's fucked up." But like, they're not the Coachella crowd, but they basically might as well be, and they're from a different country. So.
Got it.
So, yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. That sounds absolutely ass.
Yeah, so basically, if I end up failing this class, I'm just going to be pissed that I dropped $2,000 to fucking fail the semester.
I think that Artemis can relate to that a lot. But, and I'm like, damn it! He says it's too expensive.
Luckily, the other friends, most of them, I mean, they all did have fun. Like, everybody did have fun. Like, I still had a lot of, like, fun moments, but it's just, I just wish it was what I usually want it to be, but it wasn't. And luckily, Lisa had a good time, because she was not feeling it at first.
Oh, was she not?
No, because she was stressing out about, like, work and a bunch of other things. She was trying to not go at the last moment, because she was, like, in a really bad mood, but she ended up, like, she didn't spend time with us at the event. She was, honestly, she spent 90% of the time by herself.
Oh.
And I felt bad for her, and I was kind of thinking about that the whole time, because she was supposed to go with her cousin, but he ended up bailing, and, like, all these other people she was supposed to go with, like, everyone bailed on her. But then, like, I talked to her at the end of it, she's like, oh, I had a blast, you know, like, doing it by myself was the way to go. I met people and, like, hung out with them, but since I wasn't, like, in their group, they were like, oh, we want to go do this. And I was like, all right, see you, and they left, and I didn't have to follow them. So she ended up having a great time, which is, you know, I'm happy for her.
So nice. I'm happy that it ended up being okay.
Yeah.
Are you a peanut butter person or a mint chip kind of person?
What do you mean?
Like, when it comes to, like, ice cream or something.
Depends on the mood. If it's just plain old, like, ice cream, like, if it's just like a, hey, what do they have here? A non-fail is mint chip.
Halo Top, right?
What's up?
You like Halo Top, right?
Yeah, god damn it, the store by my house doesn't sell it anymore.
What kind of Halo Top, though? Like, what is...
Like, I like mint ice cream. That's always, like, my foundation ice cream. If it's like, hey, what are the options? But there's, like, if it's, like, handles, like, because I'm like, oh, they got peanut butter or some shit? I gotta try that. Because I really love peanut butter. Alright, I'm okay. And then, you know, Concussive is in town.
Yeah.
And
did you get to see him?
yeah, we hung out. He had a fucking absolute blast of a time, and you know that was really fun. I was really like, he's still here, and I hope I can spend the weekend with him. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
And yeah, we took a couple of, or like, oh shit. So it was me. Let's see, what's his online Twitch name? Asian Man.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 new people all going to this event, and man, was that was an ordeal. It wasn't like as bad as you'd think, but it was still, it's kind of hard to wrangle people that are new, especially when one of them doesn't fucking listen. And I'm just like, dude, like, that guy was fucking setting me off. He ended up only going the first day. He was going to go the first day, the second day, and then bail on the third day to go back home because of work or whatever, because he didn't listen to the point where it said, hey, you should probably take all the days off from work or else you're going to regret it.
Mm-hmm.
I died.
I saw you really try to put
the whole ass into it. Oh, that was the final?
Yeah, you were. It was you and that person.
Fucking golden chicken.
Golden chicken. Golden chicken.
And then the other new boys, like, so, like, okay, so Concussive, it was his first time. It wasn't his first time to Vegas, but his first time to the event. And, but he's the kind of guy who's like, fuck it, like, I'll go with it, you know. You know, he goes along with it. So he was a great time. The other ones were just like, nah, like this and that, whatever. I'm tired, blah, 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 blah. So we just had to, like, I wouldn't say that they were draining me, but they were kind of draining me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
what about, like, Asian Man? Was Asian Man, like, nice?
Yeah, like, we had a great time. Like, it's just like we were just trying to like keep the other guys like up and running because they would get exhausted. I'm like we got to keep going. I mean, you can't. They're like, we want to sit down. I was like, I want to sit down too, but I know if I sit down, it's going to be bad times. And I did sit down a few times, and that's where I'm just like, well, yeah, I started gassing out.
Dang.
But I mean, though they stuck through it, they made it through there. It's just, you know, I just felt like bad that they weren't able to kind of keep up. And so I felt like I was really trying to like I was always keeping an eye on them to make sure that they were having fun, like, or trying to make sure they were having fun, even though it was being difficult. I don't know. Plus my stress, and it's like, ugh.
What an experience.
Yep. But then, like, you know, with the Coachella crowd stuff, there was a lot of DJs I wanted to see. And since, like, some of these people are so freaking rude, we'd go over to that stage, and all the, like, I mean, some of the ones, it was like the big popular ones. So we'd go over there, and so would all these freaking Coachella fucks. Or we call them fad ravers. So they would they'd go over there, and I'm trying to enjoy the set, and then they'd just come in and start pushing and, like, you know, just bumping into you and, like, not giving you your space. And it's just like, I'm sitting there like, I can't enjoy this. So I had to leave, like, I think 3 sets to go off to watch somebody else I didn't know, just to, like, so I can try to enjoy something. I was like, okay, I'm not saying the person I wanted to see, that I really wanted to see, but at least I'm not stuck in that crowd. I'd rather be watching someone I don't know that's putting on a decent performance and have my space to enjoy myself, rather than being, like, fucking sardine canned into an area with a bunch of assholes watching somebody I do like.
Sorry, I'm, like, kind of, like, taking that in, because I'm just, like, with the scene, like, with it being this, like festival season, I also have to hear it about it, like, from the clients, and having to, like, you know, all that. So I'm kind of just, like, thinking about, like, that kind of environment and so forth.
It's all about who you're with.
Yeah.
And like I said, like the Coachella assholes, like the fad ravers and all that shit, I could have easily ignored that if I just wasn't in my own head.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like a compound thing.
I really am sorry to hear that it was so like stressful for you.
Yeah. Vacations aren't supposed to be stressful.
Yeah, well, typically they are though, because you know you're in environments that are not typically where you're used to being in, and there's like these expectations of what relaxing and enjoying are like, and you have to work with people and how they work in these type of environments, and so commonly that's something that happens.
Yeah. But it's just like the reason I was like just so bummed out about it was it's because I know how to run that event. I know how to get through it. I know how to have a good time. I know how to get past the hurdles. But if it wasn't for the schooling, if it wasn't such a hard, stressful moment in school, I would not have been worried about it.
Me too.
And like just because like even going into the event, like the week leading up to it, the 2 weeks leading up, I wasn't ready. I'm sitting there just like work and schoolwork, work school, and then I didn't pack until the night before. Normally I have my shit all laid out. I got everything. I'm like ready to go. I'm excited. This time I'm just like, fuck, I gotta pack. God damn it.
Oh man, they're trying to single me out over here.
Hello. Hi. Oh no.
I have feelings. No, I have feelings. No. I hate it here.
Yay. Did you die?
Yeah.
Bummer.
Did you make it?
Yeah.
Not bummer.
So, but like I said, I did get to see a few major ones that I was really, really hoping to see, which was good. They put on a hell of a show. I was very happy with that. I was enjoying my time. Got to, witness some interesting stuff. I got to,
Like what?
watching the fad ravers kind of fail was kind of entertaining. Like,
Seen them fatal?
fail.
Oh, bail.
No, fail. F-A-I-L-E.
I know, I said fail.
It came
Like
through
those
like you said fatal. Like they died. I was like, well, some might have. I don't know. But it was, like, we were sitting there kind of like chilling, taking a break in one spot, and this girl comes up, and she, like, starts kicking. You know the plastic barrel trash cans that are, like, at every event? That at Knotfest, they like to set them on fire for some reason.
The blue ones?
Yeah, those blue ones. So there's one sitting in this one spot, and then so she like kicks it all the way over to this dark area, kind of by where we were sitting. We were just kind of off to the side in this like turf area, and
turfs.
And so she kicks it over there. I'm sitting there looking at her. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I bet she's gonna fucking throw up in this damn thing. So I whipped out my phone. And she, like, right when she gets done kicking it over, she, like, looks around and then, like, bends over it, sticks her fucking finger down her throat. She was like, I was like, got it. So that was pretty funny. I was like, you fucking fad ravers, you don't know how to take care of your own shit. And then we saw, like, other ones, like, passed out, like, in the bathrooms, just, like, laying in what I'm assuming was piss. It's fucking grody. Other people walking around with no shoes on. I'm like, you guys are fucking disgusting.
That is very...
It be nasty. No! Woo! Oh, I thought I made it. I didn't hit the freaking thing. Damn, man, these guys are good. Is this the final? It's gotta be.
It is.
Oh, he grabbed him at the end. You see that shit?
I did see it.
And it saved him. What a maneuver. I'm gonna have to remember that one. Yeah, it sounds like trap music.
I know what the fuck is this.
But there were some good things, you know. I saw a few people in kilts, so I was able to hand out some bracelets. That was cool. I saw, like, it's funny, like, people are like, what was the highlight of the weekend? I'm like, oh, you really want to know what the highlight was? I saw this black guy sitting there trying to light his cigarette. And he's got his lighter, and he's trying to light his cigarette, and he just can't do it. He's just like, God damn it, I can't fucking light the cigarette. And I'm looking at this guy, I'm like, you're fucking dumb as a stump, look at you. And the reason he couldn't light his cigarette is because he's standing in front of a giant fan that blows water. And you see him just getting frustrated. I'm like, dude, you're 3 feet from this fucking like 3-foot diameter fan that has misters on it. You got water and air hitting the fire that you're trying to use. It's, of course, it's not going to fucking light. So it was just, I was just like, God damn. I was laughing so hard watching that. It was fucking hilarious.
I think I would have been much more mean than you would have been in that scenario. I'm like, okay. I was like, so, what drugs are you using tonight?
I don't think he was on anything. I think he was just stupid.
Oh, I know.
And then there was this other black guy who was wearing a kilt. And it was like the end of the second night, I think. So everybody was kind of walking back to the shuttles, and he was heading that way. I saw him. I was like, oh, he's wearing a kilt. I'm going to go give him a bracelet. So I ran over there. He's with his, like, wife or girlfriend. I don't know. And he's sitting there. I was like, hey, man, you're wearing a kilt. You get an official Kilt Nation bracelet. He's like, oh, shit. Damn. Fuck yeah. That's so awesome. Thank you. He's, like, super excited. Then, like, I can only imagine what led up to this. But he turns to his girlfriend or whatever. And I'm assuming she had given him shit at one point. Like, oh, you're going to wear that gay shit? Like, you know, something like that. I'm just assuming here. Because he turns to her. He's like, look, you see that? That shit's official, bitch. I'm part of the Kilt Nation. He just, like, got in her face. I was fucking dying laughing at that shit. I was like, oh, man. I was like, she must have said something. He's like, it's official, bitch. I was like, God damn.
Like,
it was so fucking
arrived.
good.
Are these the only things that the only rounds we're playing tonight?
We'll probably switch it up.
Okay.
Oh, bugger. Let's see, what else was funny that happened? The bath happened. I didn't tell you the whole story about that.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about the bath.
So, after the end of the third night, well, that was fast. So at the end of the third night, we went back to the room. We had food or whatever, and then we like passed out for like 4 hours because you know it's daytime, and we're like, okay, it's like the last night here. So they had plans, and then I wanted to go do stuff. So me, all them, and then Lisa all met up, and we went to a Gordon Ramsay, like one of his restaurants, and had a really nice steak dinner. And afterwards, they were going to go see Cirque du Soleil. And I love Cirque du Soleil. And I said, fuck that, I'm not going. Because I know I'm just going to pass out. And that's just too much for one weekend. So I didn't go. So Lisa and I just kind of hung out while they went to the show. And like, so we gambled and, you know, just like walked around, just, you know, whatever. Doing Vegas.
We're doing Vegas, he says.
And so like their show was at like 7 o'clock, and I was sitting there thinking, I was like looking at the time, I was like, okay, I was like, how long is that show? I was like, and so I looked at it, I was like 90 minutes. I was like, okay, so it starts at 7, they should be done by 8:30. And I was like, you know, I'll probably take them maybe 15-20 minutes to walk back to the room. You know, I was sitting there, I was like, man, we had that big fucking bathtub in our freaking room. And I don't know if I showed you the rest of how that room is set up, because we got this big fucking suite. I mean, it was huge. So we went all out. And so this, it's not necessarily in the middle of the room, but it's like in the middle of the room kind of thing. And so I was like, you know, I want to use that bath. And I asked Lisa, I was like, oh, do you have any, like, bath bombs left over? Because I think she said she was going to buy some and use the bathtub that's in her room. And she was like, yeah, I got, like, a couple and some Epsom salt. She was like, you can have it. And I was like, okay, cool. So she gave it to me. I went up to our room. And I was looking at the time. I was like, all right, I'm going to start filling this thing up. It took, first off, that thing's so big, it took it 15 minutes to fill up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was like, God damn, this takes forever. And so I dumped it in. One of the bath bombs was like this big brick that's meant to like make bubbles. And the other one was just like a regular bath bomb, and then I dumped like half the like what was ever left of the Epsom salt in there. So I fill it up, it's all warm. I grab my beer, I got my phone, my vape. I'm just sitting there listening to music in this nice big old bubble bath. You saw how many bubbles in that damn thing.
Big old bubble bath.
Big old bubble bath. And so I left the door open, and like there's like this giant slider that basically, like, the bathtub is technically in the bathroom, but there's this giant sliding door, so you can like open it, and so you can sit in the bathtub and look out the panoramic windows. There's like the living room, and then you can look out the windows out onto the strip. And so I had it open, and I was like, this is gonna be great if they come in right now. And they walked in, they come around the fucking corner, they look at me, and they're like, oh fucking god. I was like, would you like to jump in for a bubble bath? I'm just sitting there, they're like, god damn it. Like, it was like they're like, what the fuck? You know, I thought that was funny. And, you know, I'm just chilling, like, we're hanging out talking. I'm sitting in a bathtub, they were just on the couches, just like whatever, we're just shooting the shit, talking about whatever, just hanging out. And like Concussive, the Australian guy, he's like just looking at me. I was like, what's up, man? You fucking jealous? He was like, actually I really am. I wish I could jump in the bath. I haven't had one of those since I was a kid. And I was like, well, there's room for two. I died. But
I saw.
Hey, he wasn't going to get in. But it was still funny just because, like, you don't expect to walk into a room and just see your buddy, like, butt-ass naked in a fucking bubble bath with a beer going, you want to join me?
Did you, and Lisa was there?
No, she wasn't in our room. She would, like, gone to bed. Or, I don't think she was in bed, but she, like, went back to her room.
Okay.
Because I went to her room to grab the stuff, and then I went back up to my room to start my bath. And yeah, so we're just like sitting there fucking chilling the whole time, and I was sitting there, I was like, man, you can use this thing. I can empty half of it and like refill it. Like, one of the bath bombs in here is not dissolving anymore. They're like, what do you mean it's not dissolving? Those things are meant to dissolve. I was like, this water is so fucking saturated to a point where nothing else can actually dissolve in it any further. I was like, it's like chemistry, you know? Like, you can only put so much in there until it won't dissolve. And so that's what had happened. So that was pretty entertaining. And like, as the bubbles started to dissipate, I looked at the water. I swear to God, it looked and smelled and felt like I was sitting in an orange Fanta.
Oh my gosh.
It was that color. It smelled of like citrus, and it was just like, it was all bubbly.
It was all bubbly.
Yeah, so that was pretty awesome. And that was funny. Like, fucking, it made everybody laugh pretty hard, so that was cool.
It still sounds like you still had a pretty okay time.
Yeah, like, I'm so glad I went. I just hope it didn't cost me a fucking passing grade. And then let's see what else. Like, there was like a bunch of other stupid shit I was saying, like, during the trip, just like trying to make everybody laugh, and it was working, so it was pretty funny. Like, let's see, what was one of them? You know, like, so this one DJ, she finishes like her set. No, wait, I'm not ready. How the fuck? Oh, god damn it. Oh, well. I was gonna try to change it.
Oh.
I don't know how to change the show. It's weird. Anyway, so she finishes her set. It's like early in the night. She finishes like, oh, you know, thank you, EDC. You guys are beautiful. I was like, oh, stop. Like, you're making me blush. Everybody's like, what the fuck? So, you know, stuff like that. There's just a lot going on that's hard to remember. Just so much shit happened. Did like a black light rave thing that was pretty fucking awesome. I was the brightest one in there. Other people were wearing like a lot of fluorescent shit, but for some reason I was just like popping hard.
Up, locking, and dropping.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. I can see Boris. Oh, that was fast.
No. That's great. I love it here.
Did you qualify?
No, because my controller died right when the round started.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, that's awesome. That's just things outside of my control, though.
Gotcha. Yeah, so seeing Boris was fucking wicked. Like, he was like the main one I wanted to see. And he threw down a fucking great set. He played pretty much everything I wanted to hear. Like, with the one song I really wanted to hear, he played it, and I was sitting there, I was like, please play this fucking song. And, like, I was sitting there, like, he was, like, kind of transferring between songs. I was like, man, there's one song I want to hear, and I hope he plays it. And then, bam, he played it right then. I was like, fucking yes! The reason I wanted to hear it is because it's... I think I showed you. Remember, I told you it has, like, that real deep bass that you can't really hear via my speakers? And you can pick it up on the headphones, but, like, not in the speakers. I was like, I want to hear this on colossal fucking stadium sound, like, quality. And he fucking threw it down. Oh, man, that shit hit you in the chest. I was like, oh, fucking God. It was so good.
I'm happy to hear you got to see him.
Yeah. Then I got to see another DJ that I've been wanting to see forever. I didn't get to see... Luckily, he played twice on 2 different nights. For whatever reason. And so I caught like half a set both times. But he ended up playing this one song that like I'd been like listening to it. And I was like, oh shit. As soon as it started playing, I told everybody else, I was like, back the fuck up. I was like, move. Like the guys that were in my group, and I like was like moving to other people. I'm like, fucking move, or you're gonna be losing your toes. And so it fucking like dropped. I was dancing. Yeah, like I actually started crying. It brought all the feels. It was great.
It's good to cry. I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, but that was a happy cry, not like the pissed off cry I want to do right now.
That's different, but still, a cry is a cry. A cry in itself is not the thing that's hard. It's the emotion to which you connotate an emotion, or that you associate with it.
Yeah. Hello, goodbye.
Obviously, you wish to goodbye. Knowing it.
I ended up having to push a guy. So that was, yeah, that's not really a place where I thought I'd have to do that, but unfortunately I did.
You have to push.
What's up?
I mean, not telling me who it was, but like, why?
Because remember that whole thing where I said, space is, very important to me when I'm there?
Yeah.
And so, you know, being the, like, I guess, chaperone for the new guys, like, I have to make sure that wherever I lead them, because I'm the tall one, so I can see through the crowd and see where it's safe to, like, go, where there's room. So I led everybody to a spot. There's plenty of room for everybody. I was like, perfect. Plenty of room for me. I'm comfortable. And then this fucking group comes in of, like, 10 of them. They always roll in packs of, like, 10 or fucking 15. We actually saw a pack of 40 at one point, which was annoying. Oh shit, oh ass, oh shit, oh ass, oh shit ass. Hold on.
Shitty ass.
There's a big, oh no, dumpster fire, I'm out. Ah! Going this way, leave me alone. Okay, I got some space here. Who would I have to compete with? This is gonna go badly. Please don't come over here. He's gonna come over here, you fuckhead. Yep, the guy landed on my head and just like fucking piled right at me. So, he brings his group into me, and he's like he's a younger guy than his whole group is. And the freaking music's like going, and he starts dancing, but he's like I said, these fucking groups, I'll explain later, they're entirely unaware of their surroundings.
Yeah.
And they have no respect for those that are around them. And so he starts freaking like jumping and stuff, like dancing. I was like, all right, whatever. He's a little bit close, but whatever, it's fine. But then he starts literally jumping on my foot.
No.
Yeah, I was like, you motherfucker. I was like, okay, I'm still sitting there, like, you know, trying to be like, you know, it's like, I understand, like, you're in the moment, I got it. So I like shift over to give him more space because, you know, I was like, he's having fun, it's fine. And then he fucking comes over and starts jumping on my foot again. I was like, not only did you enter a small space with a big fucking group, then start dancing fucking super hard next to people, like where you're like bumping them, then start jumping on someone's foot who then moves, and then you persist to move closer again and jump on that guy's foot. So I freaking just one arm just whoa, and just like fucking chucked him. Like he went far. He like bowling balled into his fucking friends.
Yeah.
And he turned and was like, what the fuck? I was like, you're dancing on my foot, you piece of shit, pay attention. And he was like, fuck, I'm sorry. And like his whole group left. I was like, God, Jesus Christ. I hate that I had to do that, but I was like, fucking A, man. You guys just like, you don't belong here. Go back to Coachella.
Yeah. Ugh. That sounds awful. I hate people entering my space like that. But then to really bring it on home to like get your foot stepped on, fuck that, dude.
Yeah, like if I was in more of a, how do I want to say, like less stressed moment.
Yeah, that's also a valid piece of it all.
Yeah. Oh, that's how you change the show. Okay, here we go. Like, I'm not saying that I wouldn't have done that. Well, actually, I would not have done that specifically because normally when that happens, I get my payback in a different way. But I was just like, you know, I'm just exhausted and like frustrated.
Yeah.
And so normally what I do in those situations, because I'll be dancing too, when the people start getting, like, they come into my area, because I always make sure when I'm dancing, I have my arms out wide, like kind of making sure like I'm controlling my space. And so when people come into it, and they fucking start doing that, I'll just fucking dance harder and I'll jump on their toes. I've broken people's toes doing that. I know for a fact I've done it because I've heard them say, you broke my fucking toe. And I was like, sucks to suck. Like, I was here first.
Yeah.
So normally that's my payback in that situation. I just laugh it off. But this time I was like, dude, just get the fuck off me. Because I was like too like in a like pissy state at that moment and I just fucking shoved him. So... I got some good video though. That was pretty cool.
You got a video of it?
Not that, just other things. Have you checked the Discord? The stuff I've been posting?
You know what? I don't care. Yeah, no, I muted the Discord because I took something personal. So but I'll talk to you later about it.
But isn't this a place for feelings?
Oh, we can talk about it here, but it's more so like respecting your Discord and your space.
Gotcha.
Ironically, in this time.
My space. Was it you took it personal, or somebody said something that you just didn't like?
No, I took it personally.
Oh,
I'm taking.
God damn it.
For it.
Yeah. I'll go this
Like,
way. Now. It was directed at you then, I'm assuming. How am I getting hit?
Ow, my face. Please don't eat my... Okay. Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
I ended up meeting some guy, like I was like standing there, we were waiting in line because like one of our buddies wanted to eat. Oh man, that's a whole story. And so I was looking at like this guy's in line like next to us. I was like, dude, nice pants. Like he had these really cool like old school like raver pants. He was like, oh thanks. So we started talking to him. He was with his cousin, and turns out his cousin happens to work at the like one of the casinos up here by my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, no shit. Like, you live in that area? He was like, yeah, this and that. I was like, oh, cool. So, that was pretty cool. Met a few folks like that.
That's really neat. I always like to hear those times where it's like, oh, I am close in proximity to you. It's like, oh, fantastic.
Yeah, there were a lot of people there from all over the world. But it's just,
Oh,
so with that many
that's
people, it's
cool.
like kind of crazy when you find something that's like, you know, literally like 2 exits down from you.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I live off this street. I was like, that's 2 exits away. I was like, you're literally like right there.
Are y'all going to continue communication?
No, we didn't trade information. Oh, I'm tired.
I am also tired. Like I was saying earlier, it's just this week is so much. It's too much. I currently have a client right now. Okay, how do I say this? Okay, I'll do the quick version. There is a side effect to not getting love as a child.
No, you don't say. Anybody in chat want to join in on this one?
Is there anyone in chat?
Yeah, there's people watching. Nobody's talking.
There's a side effect that's called it's called attachment strategies, and it's where people have learned that by doing this they get a form of attention, whether it's somebody giving it to for positive reinforcement or negative reinforcement or whatever the case may be, right?
Attention's attention.
So, attention is attention, honestly. That being said, a client is pushing that to the extreme, and I, as a therapist, am experiencing this fun little thing about my job that's called empathy burnout.
Oh, where you just don't care anymore.
Where I'm trying, but they're really pushing it because very similar to a hurt child, that they're like, how far can I push the agenda and will they still care for me? So can I be at my worst and will they still care?
Right.
And unfortunately, I'm doing a good job of my job.
Unfortunately.
Because they're like, and so they are doing, they won't engage in those maladaptive behaviors around me. However, they don't like their other therapist, and the second that other therapist enters the room, god damn it, the second the other therapist enters the room, they start fucking acting up, and I'm just like,
Does that mean the other therapist is giving in to those I don't know, not triggers, whatever those behaviors?
Yeah, because they're saying like, they're just doing it for attention. I can't empathize. So it's kind of like the self-fulfilling prophecy of like, oh, if I do this, they won't love me. So it's like, haha, see, no one's gonna love you. And it's like, that's not the situation at all. Maybe. Fantastic. And unfortunately they know how to say all the trigger happy words when it comes to a suicide assessment, where it's just enough where we have to give them extra attention, but not enough where we send them to the hospital or have to call the non-emergency line or anything like that.
It would be so sad if I was just gone. Why do I even want to be here anymore? I shouldn't even continue to live. Are you gonna hurt yourself? You know, no. Yeah.
It's like their reason to live. They said they're like, oh, what's like, because we had to assess for protective factors, and they said, well, if I do that, then I'm gonna lose my spot in the treatment center.
So that's their whole mindset.
That's their whole mindset. Now, somebody that actually wants to do that,
we both went flying.
It would not matter if they lost their spot at the treatment center. Oh my gosh!
Apparently that standing in the middle thing didn't work.
No, it didn't. I got my ass whooped.
Hey, you can't see me. He saw me. He sees me with both of his eyes.
Not both. Not one and two.
Well,
So,
I'm sorry you're having to deal with stupid silly.
well, like for instance, the thing that really pushed me to like have that empathy burnout is yesterday I'm literally out the door, like going out the door, and they said that like right at the end, and it kept me at work an additional hour.
Jeebus. No! Oh, no! Whew.
Yay. So, a little empty burnout, but it's okay because this weekend is a 3-day weekend. Woo, 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 woo.
Yay. I completely forgot about that.
And today was a better day at work. So, that's why I was asking what you're doing this weekend. But I was like, hey, do you want to do something? And Artemis is in town now, and I'm gonna
don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
So I should be doing meal prep. I want to hang out with the Aussie before he leaves. And I have to talk to him, but there were talks about him possibly taking a couple of us up for a flight down the coast. You know, in a private plane. So, because they flew out there to Vegas.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. And there was just no room for me because of the, well, a couple reasons. One, the plane they were supposed to get, they didn't get because apparently it needed, like, maintenance, like, the day they were supposed to go get it, so they didn't get it. So they got one that only held 4 people instead of 6. And then, second, it's like, with the weather, the way it's been, like, basically, you've seen what it's been like up here, like, for the last few days. You're not allowed to be, like, taking off and landing in those small planes in this weather.
No.
So that was an issue, especially because I was like, I have class and I can't miss it, so I have to be in Vegas at a certain time and I have to be home from Vegas at a certain time. And they did not arrive at those 2 places in the times I needed. So I was just like, all right, driving was like my main decision because of that.
Were you driving by yourself or?
No, I went with Lisa. So we took her car.
I'm sorry that Lisa had such a kind of time, but then I'm happy it also sounds like it turned around.
She had a great time when she was there. She was just like going into it because of, you know, work and life.
Around the world.
On the way out there, she was in a really upset mood, just like fucking bummed out about this and that, you know.
Yeah.
And then on the way back, she was like, "Oh my god, it was so much fun." I was like, "Oh, that's good."
No, at least it was summarized. It was still good. It was a good time.
Yeah. And we got along fine. There was no issues, so that was good.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like y'all have any issues like that anymore.
No, but I still gotta be cautious. Ugh.
Yeah. Makes sense.
You have a mint chocolate chip butt heart thing. Oh, I'm so glad they got it to where after you hit the doors, like the fucking doors disappear. Because they used to stay there and you'd like get stuck on them and shit. Yeah, not that way. Alright, we got to split. Alright, you go left, I go this way. Oh, that was the right direction. Alright. Oh, you're killing it! Make sure to hit right trigger when you get if you get to the crown. You have to grab it. You can't just touch it.
Oh.
Oh no, I got freaking bunced. Oh, what the fuck direction are we having to go? Jeebus.
Oh no, I was doing so good. And now I'm behind.
Fuck, you went the right way. I was trying to play the chords. I'm gonna go this way. Fuck! That guy's, man, he's making a run for it. He's doing good. No, get off me, pigeon man! No! I'm ruining it. Are they gonna get it? Yep, they got it.
Damn it!
I was close.
Oh well, it was a good try.
So, let me tell you the story of one of the guys that went with us. And it's not the twins. It's the other one. I don't think you met this person.
Okay.
So this guy, he took over Spazzo's ticket. I think you know who that person is, maybe. And leading up to the event, I knew this was going to be a fucking problem with this guy. I hung out with him and the other buddies on New Year's Eve, and he was like, "Oh, like, cause we were at Asian man's house, and we were hanging out over there having drinks, you know, before midnight." And he was like, "I want to go out to a bar. Let's go out to a bar. Let's go find some chicks." I was like, "Dude, there's going to be no chicks out there." I was like, "The only chicks that are going to be out right now, they're either working the bar or they're with dudes." "No, man, they'll be out there." So we go, and sure as shit, all the girls are with guys or working the bar.
Yeah.
So, like, we're sitting there, just like, we're just sitting there, like, having a couple of beers, and he's just sitting there stuffing his face. And let's wait, he's a big boy. And he complains about it all the time. And so, like, we're like, whatever, dude, let's go back to Asian man's house, because this, you know, this is just costing extra money, and there's like nothing special here. Like, they're not playing any good music, and it's just, you know, a bunch of freaking drunk dudes with their freaking chicks, whatever. So we were going to go back to his house, and we leave, and he's like, "I'm just going to go home. Like this is stupid, blah blah." Just, you know, super shit mood kind of guy. Whatever. So leading up to the event, something happened with our shuttle passes.
Oh.
And so the thing was, the shuttle pass that he was getting, Lisa paid for it because, like, she ordered it as some, I don't know, there was an agreement involved. It's like, you buy it and then I'll pay you back, because like someone was at a computer, she was at a computer while he wasn't, you know, whatever. Anyway, so long story short, she paid for it and she got paid back for it. And then, so we were supposed to get picked up at a certain spot. Now, something happened with the event to where we could no longer be picked up there, because apparently they didn't get some construction equipment out of the way, because Vegas is going through this huge rebuilding phase because Formula One's going there.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so we had to switch our tickets to one of two other options. And I got the email, I saw it, I sent it to everybody immediately. I had the email for maybe like 5 minutes, and I sent it out. I was like, "Hey guys, get on this." And they told me, "Oh, you know, you have to talk to Lisa about getting, you know, this guy's shuttle pass changed." Emailed her immediately or texted her. She got it handled. She switched it to where we wanted to go. Perfect. Yet everybody else drug ass and they got it the wrong one, because the one we wanted filled up. So they actually had to like take an Uber to get to the shuttle, which was fucking annoying. Yeah, sucks for them. But anyway, so I was sitting there, I put in the group chat, I was like, "Hey, it's handled, the shuttle pass is transferred, we're good to go." And he goes, "So is everything taken care of, or do we need to give her more time to, you know, switch the shuttle pass?" I'm like, "Did you not just read what I fucking posted 3 seconds ago?" So I was like, "Oh, fuck me, he's not listening." Because he doesn't listen. He just doesn't listen. And then, you know, for the event, we take camelbacks. You know what that is, right? Yeah. Because, you know, water. And I was like, make sure you bring one, or bring a water bottle that you can clip to yourself, preferably a camelback, because, you know, it's just better. And he's like, "I got this one. Will this one work?" And I just, based on the picture he sent me, I was like, "No, it's too big. You won't get that thing in." And he was just like, "Well, what about if I do this and this?" I'm just like, "All right." I didn't even say anything after that. I was like, obviously he's not fucking listening. I gave him my 2 cents. If he can't take it in and they make him fucking like throw it away or whatever, his problem, not mine. I'm just like getting irritated because he's not listening to the guy who's been there the most, or one of the two guys that's been there the most. So I'm already getting irritated at that shit. And so we go out there, we're doing whatever, the whole Vegas thing's happened. We're waiting for him to get there. I'm actually done with my homework at this point. We're out having drinks. And he was like, "Hey, I'm at the hotel, like about to get up to the room. You guys need to come back." So we go meet up with him. He's there for a fucking hour, and he already backed up the toilet.
Hour?
He comes out of the bathroom. He's like, do we have a plunger? We're like, fucking why? What'd you do? He's like, it fucking clogged it. I'm like, how the fuck did you clog it? That single ply toilet paper. And thank fucking Christ we had the suite. So we had 3 bathrooms. So thank God. So that was just out of commission for like a day. And then like he gets there. He's like, man, I'm hungry. So we go get him some food. And then we come back. We eat whatever. And we pass out the next morning. We get up. We'll wake up. And he's like, man, I'm hungry. I was like, all right, we're going to grab some coffee. And then we're going to go get some food, some breakfast. So we'll go down to the coffee place. He's like, man, I'm just so hungry. Like, can we go get food? Can we get food? It's like, yeah, we're going to grab a coffee, then walk to get food. It's like, how long is that going to take? It's like, coffee is like right downstairs and the food place is like a 2-minute walk. It's out front. So we get to the freaking coffee place. We order our coffee. He gets like a croissant and like some cookies and shit and just starts stuffing his fucking face. I was just like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, it's a 3-minute walk from here. Like, you can't wait. And like, he stuffs his face. He's like, oh man, I'm hungry. When are we getting food? I'm like, you just ate. And we're on our way to get food. And then like, he shovels more food in his fucking face. And then like, we go back to get ready. And we're getting ready. He's like, are we going to eat before we go? I'm like, oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
So he gets more fucking food. And then he ends up riding with me on the shuttle. So it's just me and him. And I don't want to deal with him.
Wait, can I ask you to pause real quick?
Uh-huh.
Oh crap. I don't know how to do this without...
You're still spectating.
I know, it's for a reason. I'm going to message you on Facebook real quick.
Okay.
Quick. Is...
I don't know. Maybe next door? I have no idea.
Okay.
Tell them upper tier. Each building has its own number.
Okay. I will go ahead. I will be right back.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Anyway, chat, how are you? The story will continue soon about how fucking Big Fat had to be Big Fat. I see people in chat, or not in chat, but are watching. What's going on? Who's watching? Who's all watching? Say hello. I want to see who's here. If you want to listen to story time, I want to see who my audience is. Is it Eggy? Is it Lox? Is it Combo? Is it Wasabi? Is it Asian Man? Is it concussive on Asian Man's account? Who we got here? Who knows? Maybe it's just someone who's watching that doesn't have an account on Twitch. Maybe they can't type in chat. That's possible. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Hopefully, you know, it's Thursday. We got a 3-day weekend coming up. I hope you're excited about that. I'm excited about that, even though I took the whole week off. But, you know, it's all good. Oh, boy, I'm tired. I think they dropped it off. Whatever it is. I saw a guy walk by my window.
No, wait. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Did you check the door?
Something from Target.
That's one part of it.
All the shit. The other one is what appears to be boba from, I'm guessing, Happy Lemon, and I don't know what this is. What the fuck is this thing? A bubble?
It's a waffle.
Interesting. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I've never had a bubble waffle. Yay! And my god, a fucking goddamn tray of Reese's peanut butter cups. And the Halo top's gotta go in the fridge.
Huzzah! Congratulations on your semester coming to an end.
It's not over yet.
I didn't say that, did I? I said coming to an end.
I still have tomorrow.
That's what I was trying to figure out what you were doing, because I was like, maybe I was gonna potentially stop by. But at the same time, I'm gonna be over there on Sunday in regards to the area of to which you live.
Gotcha.
But it's because I'm visiting the other one.
Well, you can hit me up and I'll see what's happening at that, like whenever. We'll see what's going down.
The other one has been doing pretty darn good lately.
Good. But before we get on to him, I want to finish the story about the big one.
Okay, so instead of the other one, let's talk about the big one.
Yeah, so he fucking like eats and all that, and we head out to the shuttle, so it's just me and him on this shuttle because the other guys had to go to a different one. And we're on the shuttle, and like we're going, he's like, do you think they have food there? I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. It's like, yes, they do, but like, I don't know what they have because I've literally never bought food there out of the 6 times I had been previously. Not once. Because I don't eat there. Because, yeah, I just don't eat at fucking like concerts and stuff. And also, this guy was like, I want to find chicks, man. Like, I heard they're at this stage. Like, I was like, where the hell are you getting this information? Apparently, one of his coworkers is. He was like,
food.
Yeah, he was like, I heard.
This guy sounds totally healthy.
Yeah, he was like, I heard the chicks hang out at this stage. We gotta go to this stage. We gotta go to this stage. I was like, dude, they're not fucking isolated to one area.
Why does he want chicks so bad?
Because he's a fucking loser. And so I'm like, whatever, man. So we get there, and of course we gotta go find him some more fucking food. And like he said, the whole weekend or the whole time he was there, he would not stop eating. And then the next day he clogged the toilet again. And then like we come back from like the second day, and he was like, dude, I can't stop shitting. I don't know what's going on. I was like, I wonder if it's like the Subway I had or the Gordon Ramsay burger I had. I was like, it's probably not that. He was like, maybe it was the water at the festival. I was like, it's not that either. He was like, well, I don't know why I just can't stop shitting. I was like, because you're fucking shoveling it in your face every 15 minutes, so it's going to come out every 15 minutes. And like, even like Asian man, he was just sitting there, he was like, yeah, it's annoying, but like, I kind of expected this to happen, so that's why I brought him, because I thought it'd be kind of funny.
Using him for your entertainment.
Yeah. But, I mean, he wanted to go anyway, so we're like, yeah, let's bring him. Because he really wanted to go. And I'm not trying to be an ass. Well, I'm not. Okay, let's rephrase, or let me say that a different way. I'm not trying to be an ass. But, like, there was something, like, because he kept, like, wanting to, like, talk to girls, and he wouldn't make any moves. John had to push him to go talk to one.
Who?
One of the guys that went. And do we not qualify? No. So anyway, so he pushed him to go, and he freaking talked to one, but whatever. Like nothing happened. He was just like super like, oh hi, and then like walked off. So not really much of a conversation.
I gotta see this person again.
Oh, I'll show you. I don't think you've seen them before. I got pictures. Don't worry about it. And he, I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating in the slightest. He did not smile, not one time the entire weekend.
Why not?
I don't know. And he said he was having the best time of his life. And I was like, you need to put a smile on your face if you want to talk to people. And he just like wouldn't listen. I was like, smile. We were sitting there. I was like, just smile right now. Just put on a fake one if you have to. Just real quick, 2 seconds. Just go like this. For 2 seconds. He wouldn't do it. He never did it. And he kept talking about wanting to meet girls. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the other guys. I'm like, hey, like, I don't know what he thinks is going to happen, but first off, like, I'm 6'4", so I'm way taller than him. I'm in shape. I have a personality. I talk to people. You know, I got a lot of shit going on, and I'm not getting any. What chance does this guy have? And they're like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he's getting this mindset, but whatever. But it was kind of funny still, because the pictures we got were fucking great.
I definitely am excited to see this version because I'm like, you have my attention.
Yeah, Mr. Thimble.
No, he's the man that lives inside my thumb, Mr. Thimble.
Fucking stupid. Let's see. I could probably send you those pictures.
Dude, I watched that movie recently, and I was like, dude, this movie is funny. Like,
that movie is fucking great.
Not even in just the nostalgic kind of way. That movie is funny.
It's straight up funny.
Like, anytime anyone knows what the hell I'm talking about, I'm like, we're friends now.
Yeah, nobody knows that movie, unfortunately.
I know, that's why I have no friends because of it.
Cabin fever. He's losing it. Polly, what was that?
How do you do that?
The Muppets are so underrated.
It's me, Blind
Blind Pierre.
Oh, Billy Bone. It's a pretty little girl.
I like when he like goes to give what's his name? I forgot. Who's the pirate?
Tim Curry?
No, not the actual
Long
actor.
John Silver?
Long John Silver. There you go. You say there like the freaking goat guy was giving him the black spot. He's like, "This is for you."
Over here.
I am not doing well. I cannot grab that.
I realized it took me all this time, but I realized I mocked the noise of Miss Piggy. I'm like,
which one? Like what time?
and when she's just like, anytime when like she's upset with anybody, she's like.
The sound's not coming through, so I'm not really trying to get at.
There's like high squealing noise, like he's like, oh god, I have seen this guy before, and why won't he smile?
He won't. You can see him in both the pictures.
Why won't? Oh god, I wouldn't approach this guy either.
Yeah. So the first photo, he was like in the back.
That person. Who's the person in the maid outfit?
Those are a couple of guys that were rolling in a group. There was a lot of people, a lot of dudes dressed up as French maids. I'm not really sure. I guess this is a thing. You can see me in the middle there. I was doing the Waldo thing.
I know. I like that you're all doing the Waldo thing.
Oh, that got old really fast, by the way.
Where's Waldo?
Everyone's like, I found you. I found. I was like halfway through the night. It like during one of the sets, it started raining, and I was like, I'm taking my shirt off because if it gets cold, I'm not going to be soaked. Oh, I've been disconnected from the server.
Me too.
That must have been them. So I was like, that got old really fast. So I took my shirt off, and then I think I even took my beanie off at that point. And yet the other two were still dressed up as Waldo. And I'm standing there, so it's just my shirt, my kilt, and then I have the red, white striped socks. And people were still coming up to me like, Waldo! I'm like, I'm not even fucking wearing half of it. I just have socks. Like, and like, they just kept coming up to me.
How do you see this?
Yeah. And there's one guy who was high off his ass. It was kind of weird, but it was funny. He comes up to me like during like the middle of one of the stages, so I can like like barely hear him, and he comes up to my ear. He's like has this weird look on his face. He's like, I finally found you, you motherfucker. And I was like, what the fuck? And he like steps back and he flips me off and then he leaves. And like the other people heard him. And I was like, what the fuck? I was sitting there like kind of laughing about it. I was like, you know what's up with that guy? They're like, what? I was like, as a kid, he had a Waldo book and he was the only one of his friends that could never find him. So he found me. He was like, you son of a bitch. There you are. So I think that's what happened.
Fucking great. Just that's awesome.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny. I was like, and it's funny because at the beginning of the event, we were waiting in line. Or because we got there before the gates open. And this like one guy we were like kind of chatting with, he's like, oh yeah, my cousin dressed up as Waldo like a couple years ago. He was like, it gets old quick. I was like, what do you mean? Every 5 fucking minutes people are gonna be like, I found Waldo, I found Waldo, I found Waldo. And I was like, boy was he right. So guess who's not dressing up as Waldo anymore?
God.
Yeah, I was like, that got old fucking fast. It was funny though. It says you're spectating. How?
I don't know. It won't let me into the game. Like, I'm not even in the game. Like, it won't like I'm pressing the button. Like, it's like it won't. Oh, now it did. Okay.
There we go.
Let's
so
see if it loads because it's already kicked me out once.
Gotcha.
Oh God, it's really pixely. Like,
must be on your end.
Okay, it stopped. Something's weird.
So the second night, I did the gold outfit again, and I even had gold hair. So I can I can send you this picture. I even did my best impression of that guy, the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
It was like it was at the end of the night.
Bothersome to look at. I'm sorry. I don't know if you're here.
He's not.
Okay. Why are you not smiling now?
Because like I just thought it'd be funny to try to imitate him.
Why won't he smile? Why won't he smile?
So that was the gold outfit.
Wait, the person in the poncho, is that Australian?
Yeah, so basically 3 of them bought a poncho on the first night. Man, they're expensive, but they're like $90, but they're really, really good quality.
Are you kidding me?
They're really good quality.
You can get one of those from the swap meet for like 17.
I want to get a real one from Mexico. I want to get one in Mexico.
Okay, that's probably even cheaper.
Yeah, but they are nice. I'm sitting there looking at it. It's like, okay, you know, they're not like thin or like flimsy. They're legit.
They're really, because they were once made by wool. That's why.
Yeah, and all the ones that they have were all handmade, so none of them are exactly identical.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
That's like the whole point of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to be like handmade.
Ah, damn it.
My grandma used to make them.
I gotta admit,
this person keeps trying to touch me.
I missed. That's the one thing I do like about their events, like, because people go, how the fuck can you spend that much money at going to that thing? And I'm like, once you go,
like this, ready?
Yeah. And charge.
And I am important.
But it's just the way they put on an event, like, well, at least that one, definitely. I've never complained about the cost because you see where the money goes. It's not like it's just going into their pocket.
Tacos and sushi, tacos and sushi, tacos and sushi, and antidepressants. Yeah.
And so that's one thing. So you can see me and the other ones with the gold outfit there. Nobody else took the gold outfit. I just did.
I like the gold.
Yeah. Oh, and here's our a view of our living room.
Oh, that's nice. Was Asian man nice to you?
Yeah, like we all had a great time. It was pretty good.
Well, I'm happy to hear he was nice.
I'm gonna show you this picture. I tried my best to get a better picture of this, but that's the best I could do. And because I knew you would enjoy it, I tried to get a like better quality one. But like the guy was moving and he was too far away, and like that was before I realized that there's a. So that's what they call a totem.
Oh, it's the Eye Sauron.
It's the Eye of Sauron, and so they had it on a stick so you can find them in a crowd. And so the eye would actually look up and down, and it actually had a camera in it, so their GoPro was hooked up to it.
That is fucking amazing.
Yeah, and then I should.
Okay, for anyone that's in the chat, wait, is there anyone still here?
There's one person in here, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, hi. The eye never existed. That big fiery thing, it never existed. But I like the concept, and it's like what it means, and so I think that's really, really cool.
Oh, really?
In the book, yeah, it never existed.
Huh.
But it's still pretty cool. Like 10 out of 10.
It is pretty cool.
So,
there was a lot of pretty good totems. Like that one was cool. There was another one. There was the other one I sent you where it was LSP, like speaking Spanish.
Yeah, I like that one.
I saw that one, I was like, yeah, fucking LSP. Those guys didn't speak English. They were from Mexico, but like, I just thought that was fucking funny. Was this like Aki something stupidos or some shit?
You're all just let me see. Where did you send it to me? Oh. Everyone here is stupid.
Is that what it says?
That's what it says. Everyone here is stupid.
I wasn't wrong. So that was pretty good. I saw some other funny ones. There was like ones that were like people like made Pokemon cards. Like there was one with Pikachu, but Pikachu had a big ass.
I know exactly what you. No, they don't even make. They didn't, or some of them may have, but they sell those at a lot of fucking like card places now. Like just Charizard with a fat ass.
Yeah,
something.
I saw the Charizard one too. Somebody else made a card of that one as a totem. So it's like the attacks are like clap and twerk.
Ah. Did you twerk?
Did I twerk? I think I did at one point.
For you. Very happy for you.
Or I made an attempt.
Yay, good job. So proud. In this house, we don't slut shame.
And so there's this one part of the night, it was like the very end of the night, we were at the last set, the second night, so the night I was wearing the gold. And up on the stage, or like, you know, as part of like the display of the main stage, they have like dancers up there, right? Dressed up in like different costumes. So the dancers that were up there at that time were like, they were wearing all gold, like big gold wings and these crazy like cyberpunk gold helmets, and like they're super cool looking. And they're dancing up there or whatever, and this girl, I'm sitting, like, I'm obviously in the crowd, I'm dancing in like in my own space, and this fucking girl comes up to me. She was blasted out of her fucking mind. She was like, oh my god, I love your outfit. I was like, oh, thank you. And she's like, are you one of them up there? I was like, no, I'm right here. And she's like, but you're wearing gold and they're wearing gold. I was like, we're two different people. She's like, oh, well, I like it anyway. And then she kind of like wandered off. I was like, that was fucking weird. It was funny though. I was like, okay, have fun, drink water.
Damn it. Sorry. I was seeing the results of the fucking game tonight.
Did you guys lose?
Yeah, but we're still leading, you know? It was 3-0. And so it's like, if we got this one, that was it. You know, we're done.
Is it still the semis?
Just for West or just for us? Like just for like where we're at. Like the Eastern Conference is already done.
Who won?
And
The
Panthers.
Canes? Oh, Panthers.
So
like you told me the game was
Florida.
happening. You told me the game was happening there, and honestly, if I was not going to the event, I would have definitely tried to get tickets somehow. Because I was right there. I mean, like our fucking hotel is like maybe like 2 blocks away from. Damn it! I missed again.
But you didn't have to eat my butt. Sorry.
I got quite a few compliments on my outfit, so I was happy with it.
Well, that's nice. That sounds like it's a good, or it's a big, esteem builder.
It is, and you know, honestly, with like the whole rave crowd and like the fad ravers and shit, it's like I remember there was stuff that used to be like you'd see it at an event, you're like, oh my god, that's so awesome, but then like later everybody has it because like people find out about it. With the for some reason with the kilt, it's rare, and it still is rare. Like I said, yeah, so it's like not many people like, you know, embrace it. So when you like when I can still wear it around and it still blows people's mind, and then also when I see another person wearing it, like we're just like fucking yeah, you get it, yeah, you know, like you know, it's like another dog seeing a dog. You're like, hey,
Dog.
like we're the same
You're a
thing.
dog. I'm a dog.
Exactly. So you're like, yeah. Like this one guy during the event, I forgot, I think it was like the 3rd night, I saw him, he was wearing a kilt, I gave him a bracelet, he's like, oh my god, thank you, like super excited. And then like we parted ways, and like 2 hours later we're walking like this one area, and he's walking in the other direction, we catch eyes, we're like, yeah, we didn't even say anything, we just like kind of give each other the thumbs up and like walk past each other like, yeah, you know.
We're kilt people.
We're kilt people. That's what I like about it. I was like, it's still fucking awesome. Like no matter how long it goes for. I'm so glad I picked up on that style and embraced it. What is everyone doing over here? Stop it. Ah! A wall! I'm going over here. I'm winning. Psych, bitch.
Together.
Psych, bitch.
Now all together. Now.
I was doing the moo cow thing on the way in because everyone's like trying to get in the event. I'm like, nah. Nah. There was a lot of people dressed up in cow outfits. That was a fucking... there was a lot of those. I don't know what the hell the whole point of it was.
They're just cows. They're just out here moving along.
There were some... Whoa! There were some sexy cows. There were some fat cows. There was this fat, what I believed was a woman wearing a fucking one of those shirts that has abs on it.
That's hilarious.
I was like, we should have gave that to the fat guy in our group.
I don't understand that fat guy. Like, how do you know them?
Apparently the other guys, not the Aussie, but the rest of them, they all knew him from high school.
He's the same age as them?
Mm-hmm. I'm the oldest one in the group.
How old is Asian man?
I think he's either 2 or 3 years younger than me.
What?
Same with the twins. And I think the Australians were like roughly their age. No, I never asked him. How old is he? I'll ask him. But the Aussie freaking concussive, like I don't know. Like him and I were getting along really well. I love that guy. He's such a nice dude. I can't wait till he moves out here. Like he's an asshole because he's Australian, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just because Australians are just assholes.
But it's okay. Oh, that sucks. I'm gone. I wish I was still.
Like he does weird shit. He'd be sitting there like, like he had to get a pillow from one of the twins so he could like use it, and so he goes in their room. He's like, I'm gonna take one off the one of the twins' bed, and like one of them was passed out. So he no, damn it. So he's sitting there. He grabs the pillow and he's like trying to walk away all slow. And like the guy opened his eyes. He's like, "Shh, don't worry about it. Everything will be okay." And then he just walked off, all fucking creepy. I was like, "Oh god." I think we're in still.
Oh yeah. Huh.
At least at the moment.
I want that guy's hat. It's a Saturn.
Here, you can watch me grooving with my green outfit on.
Okay, let me see something.
Because one of them recorded me. They're like, dude, you're fucking so goddamn bright right now. I was like, I am a beacon of light in this dark place. It's still sending. Give it a moment.
We made it!
Yay! What time is it? 8:13.
I don't know if I'll play another round.
We still got 15 minutes. You can't quit yet. Or 17 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying I'm quitting. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. We'll see where this all goes.
I'm sure there's gonna be time for like one or two more.
Hey, did you see who joined our voice chat?
I did not.
Nobody joined. Nobody joined.
I didn't even hear her come in. How are you?
I'm horrible.
Eggy's in the chat, everybody. Or in the Discord.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream.
Indeed.
So, how was your exam?
Oh, it was horrible, you know?
Yeah, there was a couple of spots where I was just like I just gave up on it because it got to a point of like simplifying, and I was like, my brain's not working. I'm done.
Yeah, see, there was just a certain point where if you didn't get it by then, you just aren't gonna get it.
Yeah, like I got the main concept, but then it was like simplifying and integrating it, and I was like, I don't know, fuck it.
Did you see that number 3 was the one that we worked on?
One of them looked familiar, or very close to it, and I think I got it right.
Number 3 was the one that you and I were really, well, you were really stuck on, and I was trying to help you with.
Yeah, I think I might have got that one right.
Are y'all done with school so we can get ice cream now?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm trying to get ice cream with my homies.
Well, I'll go with you.
Well, Aggy's working. Are you working Sunday?
I'm always working, dude.
Gotcha.
When are you not working? That would be great.
When she goes to
Monday.
fucking Denmark or whatever.
Monday, on the Lord's Day.
Monday, the Lord's Day.
You know, Memorial Day because America. That is true. I wonder. Maybe I'll stay up north this weekend. Maybe we can Airbnb. That'd be spontaneous of me.
So, what was I going to say?
This blah blah blah.
Oh, the Australians heading home Monday, so I might have time. Damn it all. Hey, my beverage is empty. I can have the boba tea now.
I love this quote so much. Sorry, I'm gonna get controversial in the stream.
Go for it.
Until a drag queen walks into a school and beats 8 kids to death with a copy of To Kill a Mockingbird, I think you're focusing on the wrong shit.
Why To Kill a Mockingbird? That's the controversial part. Why can't it be like some other book?
even understand why it's to kill. Like they're banning To Kill a Mockingbird
Are they really?
in Florida.
Oh, that's Florida.
In Florida, they banned 544 books.
Well, they banned the brain cell too.
Yeah, because and their governor is like, you know what I'm gonna do? Or is it their senator? They're like, I'm gonna run for president. I'm like, oh, fun. They're reproducing. Oh, they think they can.
Oh, you know what? I saw a funny meme the other day. It says, I'm trying to figure out how it was worded. It says that Jesus, when Jesus died, he rose again, like what, a few days later?
Yeah.
So, and it says, so apparently Jesus didn't really die for our sins. He just kind of gave up his weekend.
He was just on vacation.
Yeah, I was like, that's a good point. I thought it was funny.
And Jesus died for nothing.
So, Eggy, do you think you got enough to pass the class?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
same.
know. I mean, every time I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing, then like immediately after I'd be like, did I do that right? And why do I not know how to do the next thing?
Well,
I'm guessing you're at work.
hi, work.
Yeah, but I'm leaving at like 9:30, I think.
I thought you had to close.
Yeah, I do, but there's someone else scheduled today, so I said I'm leaving.
Yay! I guess. Damn, you should just stayed home. Are you okay? Do you want to talk about your feelings since it's Therapy Thursday?
You did the best. Oh, there, she's muted now.
No.
You did really well, Eggy. You did the best you could.
I appreciate it. Sorry, I was answering questions.
Leave Eggy alone. She's tired.
Pretty much, yes.
Yes.
Oh, we didn't qualify, damn it. Alright. Gives me time to
I
go.
told you. I was like, oh, we didn't make it.
Alright, I'm gonna show this to chat. Chat, look at the camera. See this? This is a bubble tea. You know how you get your straw in there? Put your thumb over it and don't poke it in the fucking middle, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
You do it on the
You have
edge.
Bobo without me? Is that what's happening right now?
Mm-hmm.
I hate you.
Hey, Asteria sent it to me, so I can't be yelled at.
Asteria, I hate you.
I love you.
No, actually, my coworker who's leaving for the night, she's I mentioned I wanted Olive Garden. She's like, well, order it. I was like, I can't. They don't deliver. She's like, I'll go pick it up for you. So she's gonna go get my food and bring it to me. I'm happy.
Dang, Eggy, I hate you.
I hate both of you.
You know,
Everybody
I
hates me.
hate myself more. No, I love myself. Fuck you. Bye. I have spent way too much money on therapy not to love myself, so I am okay.
It's delicious.
Okay, good, because I didn't know what preferences that you wanted, so I pretty much raw dogged all of those things. I was like, I'm gonna try.
I was gonna say, what do you get?
A large taro milk tea.
Okay, I feel you. Okay. Not bad, not bad.
I want to call out of work tomorrow so fucking bad. What's stopping me?
Look.
Sorry.
Look, chat, I painted my
free
thumbnail.
will is kicking in.
I painted my thumbnails.
You did?
Yep.
I was thinking of getting some black and red nail polish as a way to commemorate that I have officially done really, really good on not biting my nails. And you're going to be like, why does that matter? It's really big for me because I have bit my nails since I was like 5. So the fact that they have grown to the point where I had to contemplate if I had a coke nail, I am doing great. I trimmed them. That may not mean anything to you, but I trimmed my nails. Man, I am growing.
Wow. I forgot to
know.
cut my nails and I scratched my face, and now you could probably see it on stream. Because in the middle of the night, I tried pulling the blanket over my head and I like got too close to my face and fucked it up. Now I have a big old like mark.
I hate that for you. I've been losing weight that I've been intentionally wanting to lose. That's been nice.
Yeah.
I am now going into 60 days of my consistency of exercising every day and committing to my meal plan and eating patterns. It's been nice. It's way easier now. Some days though are hard, especially when I'm really tired.
Mm-hmm.
But I still do it.
I lost weight, but not intentionally.
Huzzah. That's why here's another thing. I'm going to tell people this, especially if you're somebody recovering with from an eating disorder. Whenever and I want to challenge this thought process for many people. Whenever somebody says that they lost weight, I encourage the question after, instead of saying like, oh, congratulations or something, ask the question, was that weight you were intending to lose? It really throws people for a loop. We have just normalized just congratulating weight loss.
Yeah.
So
I did not intend to lose this weight, but it happened because, you know, being out at that event, I was like trying to shovel as much food as I could in my face, but it just still wasn't enough.
I hear that.
And I'm just like, God, there's just not enough time.
Did you have a silly good time? You know what I mean?
Oh. Yeah, but that wasn't the reason.
Oh, I didn't know if that was a factor because sometimes that might take away your appetite.
Oh, it does, but I was consciously, like, I consciously had a less silly fun time because of, you know, worrying about being an adult.
Oh,
and
that's
then,
not fun.
Yeah, and then also, like, even when I had silly fun, not hungriness, I was still sitting there, like, just like, okay, food, just put it in.
I'm gonna have a silly fun time this weekend. Our eldest was offering if I wanted to do a silly, not hungry time with him soon, and I was like, I've never had silly, not hungry time ever, and he's like, well, I could help like set up the first time, and I was like, I don't know.
Text me. I want to know exactly what kind of silly, not hungry time.
Okay. Oh, right now?
No, I don't care.
I'll do it.
So, guess how far I ended up walking within the last week, like, post-event? Like, I got, like, a report after the event. Guess how far I ended up walking?
How much?
Take a guess.
Is this the ball? Oh, it is the ball.
Might be 2 of them. It is 2 of them. Ow! Ow!
Oh, God.
Oh, balls in my face. Oh, balls in my face.
Do you ever just deal with balls in your face?
I'm getting nothing but balls in my face at the moment.
Maybe if I stay right here, I'll be okay. It's actually kind of working. How? I don't know. But if I just kind of move in
I'm getting hit by all the balls.
I think this is actually a safe spot. Wow. Oh no. someone held me. They held me like a gentle caregiver.
Ow.
Balls on my face, balls on my face.
Go ahead, guess.
You walked 30 miles.
No.
Oh.
66.
Holy hell!
Yeah, I was surprised too. I was like, oh my god. That's a lot of movement. That's why I was having a hard time like keeping up with calories.
No. Oh, the silly time.
I'm probably going to tell you it's a bad idea considering who it's with. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm not doing good.
Balls. Balls. It's just a bunch of balls. Oh. Oh, goddamn. It was me.
Oh, what the hell? How did I... What happened?
You just kind of flopped to the side.
Yeah, that was weird.
Oh. Oh.
Alright, this is the way to go.
Balls in my face, balls in my face.
We gotta get there. They're gonna make it before us. We did not do good. No! I fell. Someone pushed me.
Oh, every time I look over here, I'm just like, really? You got cream pied again? Again?
Is somebody else pregnant?
They already had one, and now they're having another one. And they have cancer. What?
Jeez. Oh, by the way, with the happy fun time, I said no with him.
No. Why did you say no?
Because like I said, there's a time and place, and I was at that time and place.
I wanted to talk about the victory that I finished traffic school today.
Traffic school for what?
Because of the ticket.
Oh. Hey, we didn't make it.
Oh, that's nice. Now I did learn a lot.
I hope so.
But there was a lot of things I didn't know, like, and I just never learned before I got it. And I'm like, and ever since then, I kind of like, I'm like driving now, and I'm like, wow, none of you know how to actually properly drive. Like, none of you. And yet it was me. But what was I gonna say? Like, one of them is like, oh, you have to have your blinker on for 5 seconds before you actually merge.
Yeah, but that one's silly.
And the miles per hour in an alley is max 15.
In an alley?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever gone in an alley, so I never worried about it.
Well, I live in an alley, so. And then another one was, sorry, if you're listening, please don't pertain to these unless you live in the state of California. What was another one? Oh, that for the longest time I was like, oh, it's illegal to change lanes in an intersection. Apparently it's not.
I thought it was.
I thought it was, and it's like not. But it is like at your own risk. But you won't get a citation for doing it in the intersection.
Interesting.
Oh, huh? Yeah. One that I definitely knew, but for some reason people are surprised of. You cannot smoke in a car if there's a minor in that car.
I did not know that either.
At all. Period. Like not even because of this age or at all. I thought that was interesting. Trying to think. Those are the ones that come to mind right now. But yeah, things I learned today.
I just took a bite of that waffle. That was good.
I love that thing. I haven't eaten anything bad for me for a while, but that's a good one.
Did Eggy leave?
I started doing. No, I think she's just busy. I started doing my, light weightlifting now, so that's where I'm at in my next part of this journey. God
Woo.
damn it! Someone fucking choose, you fucks. I hate you all. Choose goose. No choose goose.
I like the episode where Finn just slaps him. Yeah. Yeah.
This guy just stopped moving. Oh, they left. Never mind.
They gave
For
up.
some reason. Eggy. She's a egg. That's a person. Her name is Eggy. She is really determined. Her name is Eggy.
She has black hair that is blue because the dye she bought didn't work right. Boom, boom.
It's fun to eat, or it's fun to stay at the spa. It's fun to stay at the wave both your arms.
I'm eating a waffle. So Aggie was eating Taco Bell like in class, like during our Zoom meeting on Tuesday, and everybody called her out on it.
Why?
Because she's sitting there just like, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, fucking go to town, Iggy. Eat your Taco Bell. Oh, she's not even here anymore.
Did you leave?
Well, where we are.
Then she brought freaking Taco Bell with her to school yesterday. I was just like, God damn it. So I got Taco Bell last night.
That's a good idea. Can't relate. Can't do that.
Oh, it's the Undertaker.
Brother. God damn it.
Man, I don't know how some of these people lace it. Well, it seems like nobody wanted to jump in chat and talk about their feelings today, unfortunately.
It's okay. We'll try again next week.
Next week at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. So give us a follow and put it on your notifications or something. I don't know.
It'll be interesting because next week is when I will have then seen my therapist. So you can hear me fucking get called out by her ass. I love her. I die for her. She's so great. I actually ended up finding her completely by accident on social media.
Right.
Because it was like people you may know, and it's probably because she uses her personal, like one of her personal numbers for the contact and everything. So I was like, oh, I have to check this out. And Bruh, I love her even. My therapist is awesome. She pays, or she charges me the cheapest that I've, like, ever. And then she's going to have insurance come on soon so that my copay is super cheap. I love her. She's great.
Nice.
She calls my ass out, and her hair is pink. She's like in her 70s too. I guess no one like realized. They're like, oh, I thought you had a young therapist. I'm like, no, dude. I think she's like her early 70s or her late 60s. I can't tell how white people age, but yeah, she's awesome. What was I gonna say? Though I am aware, as a way to wrap up specifically Therapy Thursday, that therapy is a privilege because it is expensive. And fun. Love that for me.
God damn it.
You got this.
So, so speaking of age, so you know Lisa, you know how old she is.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't think I'm going to go to this anymore because I feel like I'm too old for it. Like, nobody my age goes anymore. So I saw this lady and some other ladies standing there during the event, and they were older, like noticeably. So I went up, I was like, I want to know, how old are you and you're still going to this stuff? She was 74.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. There's no fucking age limit on this shit. She was like, oh, this is so much fun. It was great. I'll probably be like that when I'm that age. I'm like, have you seen the axle grease under my toes? Can I make it?
Can you?
Can I qualify? That's a good question. Ooh, I almost fell off that time. Nope. Damn. Alright, that's the end of it.
Damn. Yay! We did it!
God damn, don't sound so freaking happy about it.
Oh, I'm just happy that we did it. Not that it was a bad thing. That's your mentalization.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever heard of the term mentalization?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
Okay. What is it about?
You just asked if I heard of it. Never said I knew what it fucking meant.
Oh, well. Oh my god. Wait, I gotta send you a meme because why? Oh shit. No, not again. It did the thing where it pulled up the party menu. I didn't even press buttons at the time. I can't make it stop. Not again.
Alright, that sounds like it's a good place to end it. Thank you, chat, for watching. I hope you had fun. Hopefully you can come back next week, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, where we have Therapy Thursday. Bring you and all your problematic family members on board, and we can talk about what's going on in your lives. So go ahead, give us a follow. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead, check the link in the description below. Click on that. I'll take you over to my Twitch page. Or you can go to twitch.tv/Kilted_pork and all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys later. Oh, if you want to watch this episode again or other ones and hear my story about freaking big people and whatnot, go to Kilted_pork on YouTube. And exactly. And we will see you guys later. I hope you all have a wonderful night. And Asteria, I'll jump back in here in a moment. Let me just let it run its time out. So I'll be back in like a few minutes.
Wait. Before you go, everybody, respectfully, may I emphasize, as a final note of Therapy Thursday, it was not your fault why you got hurt in the first place, and it is still your responsibility to heal. Okay, thank you.
Okay, goodbye, everybody. We'll see you later.